All right, it is a wet day. Everything is mud, but it's okay because today's project is doing that camper recovery that I talked about in a previous video. It's for some people that I did a lot of land clearing and cleanup for them at their deer camp. So the guy went in, he stole a bunch of stuff from them, but the worst of it was on the camper. He used the stabilizers, which are like jacks that are welded to the frame of the camper on all four corners under it. And that way, when you get where you're going to, you can drop those stabilizers and just put pressure on them. They're not designed to lift a camper and level it. You know, you're supposed to level it by blocking the tires or blocking the frame, and then you put those stabilizers down, and that way you can walk around in the camper and it won't rock around and bounce, and you know, it just stabilizes it. So this dude, for whatever reason, jacks the camper all the way up using the stabilizers, steals the wheels and tires off of it, and I'm sure just left it like that. Well, something's happened, either just the weight of the camper or a windstorm came along, whatever, rocked it and folded every one of those jacks, bent them around, and now the camper is sitting, from what I could tell in the pictures, flat on its belly on the ground. This is bad for all kinds of reasons, but as far as the retrieval side of it, you know, there's a black water tank, which is essentially the septic, and there's, you know, your gray water, and then your clean water tanks that are attached to this camper are all under the belly of it, and a lot of the time they're not really protected. So we've got to figure out how to drag this camper away from the shed that it's slid back into. We're about to drag it out just enough to where we can lift the camper up, put new wheels and tires on it, and then it's going to take the tractor, which I'm going to hook up to the hitch bumper pull part of the camper, and pull it around to where I can back it out, and then we've got to hook a chain somewhere to this camper at the rear end and pull it into this little, you know, just essentially an access road straight, and then we've got to get it backed out into the road, which, you know, it's in a blind curve, so that's going to be kind of tricky in itself. And it's going to be a fun project to do by myself for sure. Luckily I had a cancellation, and usually, you know, I'm not happy about cancellations, but this time is an exception. I've got essentially today and 3 more working days to get this sucker out and haul down to Camping World so they can make repairs. And the repair I know is, for one thing, the tank drains all run to one big pipe that's under the camper, and I'm sure that when it fell, it broke that loose and probably broke the fitting that goes to the tank. And you know, it's just unfortunate. This guy has stolen some wheels and tires that he's probably going to sell to somebody for spares. You know, he's going to make, you know, a couple of $100 on this, but it's going to cost this owner thousands in damages and my time to get it out for somebody to get $200. You know, that's not right, man, and that's the kind of world, unfortunately, that we're living in. There's a lot of good in this world, but there's also a lot of bad. So if you're watching this video and you're thinking that things are tough on you, and you know, it's just terrible, and you're just gonna have to steal from somebody, maybe to be able to feed your family, you know, I get that people get desperate, but to just be careless like this, you know, cause some homeowner just senselessly, it's a shame. So we're gonna try to make this a successful recovery, and hopefully not have to do much damage to this camper pulling it out. So first order of business today, we're taking our time, and I'm taking plenty of time to think about how I'm going to do this recovery. We got to take Old Yeller, the Yanmar Mini Excavator, fill it up with fuel, take it to the job site, and then we'll either take the tractor up there today, and that way all the equipment's on site that we're going to need, or we may do that tomorrow. I'm not sure. It'll just kind of depend on how the day goes along and how we're doing on time. And we'll just take our time with it, make this thing successful. So we'll see you guys up at the job site, and we'll look things over. Alrighty, before we get started digging in that creek, anytime I've ever dug in rock, I lose a tooth. I don't know why. I think it's probably just a mixture of the shock and just, it's hard digging. It's constantly jerking, and it's hard to do. So we're gonna slap a new tooth on here. Let's clean this off. Clean that out best we can. This pin fits so tightly that when you hammer it in, anything in there is going to get punched out. One thing I do is this is got a rubber middle, and what I do is I'll get my grips like this and get them adjusted where I can really squeeze it, you know. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but you know, get close to the end you're going to start and squeeze. So you can see the shape of this on this bucket. This side's pretty flat. It's got a little flare to it, but it's got two notches on this side. Those are going to go like this. Pretty easy to do. Slap your tooth on. And you want to adjust these to where when you squeeze it, these are close together, and that way you can get the most squeeze on it. Especially if you don't have like a really strong grip. Usually like the second or so notch. Just get it. All you gotta do is get it started. Just like that. And then of course everybody's favorite persuader. So line him up, and you gotta line it up enough where that pin's got room to move. And just squeezing, I can get it started. That tooth's on there. It's pretty even with the rest. I'll probably take my grinder, I'll put a board up here and cut them even, just because I've got OCD and picky about that stuff. So that's all. All right, let's just take a few minutes here to assess the situation. Here's said camper trailer. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's against that post, so just taking off, dragging it, that won't work. Let's just see. So those are sitting flat on the ground. What we got going on up here? Aha. Okay, dokie. Oh, this won't be too bad. The old walnut's gonna have to go bye-bye. Unless I want to go down through there. Oof. This is electric. I'll have to get a battery to jack it up, unless I can find the... Nope, I believe I can work my way around that. Come on. Let's just Well, it's not that bad, I don't think. These posts, if this post wasn't here, it'd be real easy to get out. All right. So what my initial thinking is, just take this tree out here. Or I think, yep. Tell you what, let's just pull this stump out and I can jerk these posts. Then I'll create me a little driveway right through all that brush. And then I can just pull that camper down and back it right out through there. We have a plan. First step is to grab a hold of this big boy and drag it side. Oh, look at that. Hadn't even hurt the pipes. That's good news. Good news. I'll come in here and I'll hook to them frame mounts, lift it up slightly, drag it out and try to get it set up on those blocks. We have a plot coming together. Let's try it. All right, off of that post and that post. Now, we just got to clear some brush out. Oh, we only had to slide it just a little bit. Somebody is calling me. All right, see what we can do here. Need a pretty flat runway, so should be able to get out through here pretty easy. I'm just gonna kind of bulldoze my way through all of that mess, and should have enough flat to get straightened out. Back this thing out of here. Brush cleared out. Let me just show you guys something kind of neat over here. I'm not able to just tear through all of this because there's a family cemetery over here. I mean, it is old. It's kind of sacred family ground, so I'm trying to be as respectful as I can working around this area. These people died in like 1895 and 19 something, so they've been resting here for some time, so we're gonna be respectful and try to do this without disturbing anybody. So I'm thinking if I take that walnut out, I can hook to it, swing this way, and then go right down through there and back this sucker out. Since there's obviously a criminal in this area who likes to rip stuff as simple as a battery off, I really don't want to leave my excavator here since they ordered the wrong wheels and tires. They say it's going to be another day or two before I can get the parts. And I mean, I've just noticed stuff here. Look, they've ripped all the wiring out. Surprised they didn't take, look at this. They took everything. Busted the door. People just don't care. So I think what I'm gonna do, actually I don't think I need to take that walnut. They really wanted to keep that. I think I'll take that pine instead. That'll give me a good little runway on down in there to get turned around and have room to work. works even though it's got not the right pin in it. I'm not having to do a lot of heavy lifting. I'm going to clear out everything that I think we're going to need out the way. When you grab a bundle of vines and you start pulling on an old tree like that, you better pull slow and watch the top of it, or it will end up on top of you. I guarantee it. Vines are the enemy. But we got about 2 to 3 feet between that tree and that camper. Shouldn't be any problem with the amount of push we're going to have. We're going to get right beside that camper. Pushing, limbs may come out of this thing. I'm going to break these roots that's going toward the camper, because any roots that are holding could pull it into that camper. Let's just do a test push here. That's a big root. Walnuts, you got them. I'm just going to go ahead and break them roots too. It's easier to break a root from the side than running along with it. You just got to watch your tree while you do it. root. So we didn't drop the tree into our cemetery, which it wasn't really tall enough to get to the graves. There you go. One walnut down. Now just got to grab it and roll this stump out. That's all just dirt right there. We ain't worried about a little dirt. So I'll break all these tops out now and dress this area and get ready for extraction. Get the word out that you got an excavator and the work will come. able to track this in. So hopefully it'll be a little bit firmer by the time we bring the tractor back to get this thing out. Jack that thing up without this machine here, but that's alright. Tracked in, then we'll show you what we've done when I get done. Alright, just real quick. We came in here and we had some brush, trees, fencing that we got all cleared out and moved around. Piled my brush over there. Walnuts now down there. And I can get my machine out of here without worry of somebody coming by and ripping all the wiring and battery and everything else out of it. Daggone thieves. But yeah, I'm just gonna be able to back my tractor in here, hook up to it, swing out wide down in there, and then back this guy right out in the road, and away we'll go. So we're just waiting on wheels and tires. We'll be able to just jack this thing up and away you will go. If you guys like this little segment and want to see some more mostly grading videos, that's mostly what I do, but if a customer needs it and I'm capable of doing it, I will do it. So you guys like and comment, tell me what you liked about the video, what you didn't like, and if you did like it and you want to see some more grading videos, hit subscribe and ding the bell. We'll see you guys next time.